Welcome to this quick video. This video is it's like a vlog really, and this is where I vlog about Care2 readers. Um, Recently, I won't say recently. I've come away from using Care2 readers. I want to show you the device what I use now, and I want to talk briefly about Care2 readers, and I'm going to show you a video. Yeah, so this is a KKM 286, as you can see in the bottom there. Is it? No, it's KKM 825, sorry. Anyway, this device, as you can see there, it is measuring electricity when it was going up then. It's probably off my device, to be honest. So we usually use electricity. My cat's obviously very nosy indeed. We usually use this for milligauss and to measure the energy really. So this is an energy management device, so it can tell me more than a Care2 reader would. So this will separate the energy basically and divide it into two. So the bottom one's milligauss. So if you're getting milligauss, which is the bottom one there, you should be able to see it where my finger is there. That's if you're getting that with no electric, then you should become suspicious, because usually most energy is electric. If you're getting big milligauss hits with no electric, that's usually what we look for. Now, as a Care2 reader, if you went under a pylon, it would go red. Now, it'd go red, and you'd probably think, I don't know what you'd think, to be honest. It depends, like, if it's night time or daytime, and whether you've clocked as a pylon there. That'll go to red, yeah. Now, what it won't tell you is why it's gone to red. Where my device will tell me that there's high electrons. I've just turned it off now, by the way. But there's high electrons. I'm like, oh, yeah, hold on a minute. This is an electric feed. It's not really that accurate on what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's telling me that there's energy, of course. But we're after really is the bottom one, milligauss, when it starts to go red. Now, I've got videos of this, what this looks like. I'll put a video into this when I usually speak to Arthur the doll, which is a haunted object. It's either a doll or is a Dybbuk box. There's something haunted that's got a lot of energy that's been buried in the floor, which I suspect is a haunted object. Now, obviously, I don't have permission to dig, so I can't extract this object because it lies questionably on a heritage site, and that's why I can't dig it up. Some people that I've met before will say, why don't you dig it up? Why don't you dig it up? Prove it. And it's like, well, it's on a heritage site, you know, like that's a crime. That you can't be digging on heritage sites. But anyway, I'm trying to move away now from the concept of a Care2 reader. So usually Care2 readers have a limit or a range. I've found with my research that you don't have to be next to a spirit to talk to a spirit. A spirit can be in a different place, and you found yourself in a position where you can communicate with a spirit, or as a spiritual entity. For example, a canal lock. I can speak to spirits in canal locks if the canal lock's right. It doesn't mean that someone's in the canal lock with me, yeah, but it doesn't mean they're not, if that makes sense. It's up to me to establish where they are, or if I can actually establish that, because sometimes I can't. There's many locks where I've gone into where they provide a lot of the right environment really for communication, kinetic energy, magnetism, steel, conductors, energy source, like I say, nearby. There's other areas too. Like right near rail tracks, for example, can be pretty good. If the canal meets where the rail track meets, that's usually a good place to communicate. But yeah, the Care2 readers, I'm going to show you this video now about Care2 readers, and I'll let you make your own judgment. I can only go off my experience and some of the things that I've experienced using Care2 readers and why I've come away from a Care2 reader. So I'm going to hit you with this video now. This video is from another content creator called Witch in Paranormal Hour, which is on TikTok. Personally, I think his video is excellent, and that's why I'm going to use it. This video is massively overshadowed. He's not got the credit he deserves, so this is why I'm putting it on my YouTube channel. I don't care if I get a copyright strike, because this guy deserves the credit that he should have. Now, I don't think he's going to see this video because he's probably not aware of my YouTube channel, but if you ever go on TikTok, there are so many content creators that are overshadowed, overlooked, underappreciated, as TikTok likes, false content, usually content for entertainment purposes, I found, really, and where the truth really they don't really like the truth, you know what I mean? But that's another story for another time, another topic web. I'll let you this video now about K2 readers, yeah?
Ever wonder why ghost hunters swear by these glowing gadgets? Let's unravel the captivating science behind them. Picture electromagnetic radiation as a cosmic maestro conducting energy through space with waves that range from friendly radio waves to elusive gamma rays. It's not just a nerdy concept. It's the unseen force powering our tech-driven world, from smartphones to MRI machines. But beware, not all frequencies are friendly. X-rays and gamma rays can be health hazards. Enter the K2 meter, our trusty sidekick in the quest for the supernatural. More than an electromagnetic field EMF detector, it's the Sherlock Holmes of the paranormal. Imagine lights flickering, revealing the strength of detected electromagnetic fields, a potential hotline to spirits, some believe. Now, let's dive into the juicy ghost theory and EMF. The idea is that ghostly encounters might be connected to fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. Spirits, like cosmic DJs, tweak the EMF, and our K2 meters are the dance floor lights capturing their spectral moves. Before you start drafting your ghost memoir, here's the scoop. This theory is still in the unproven corner. Skeptics raise an eyebrow, suggesting EMF fluctuations could be everyday electrical gadgets throwing a party, connecting ghosts and electromagnetic fields. It's a challenge, like trying to catch fog with a net. So, as we explore haunted hallways with our trusty K2 meters, remember, while the science adds mystique, the real proof of the paranormal dance is still waiting for its spotlight. Stay curious, my fellow investigators.
So after watching the video, obviously the video states that K2 readers, yeah, are not exactly 100%. There's still research going on, but it tells you more about K2 readers, how they work. So for me personally, K2 readers are old. Yeah, they're old. They're going out now. There's better devices, like I've just shown you, that can perform much better. Now, K2 reader will only go to 20 milligauss. That is it. And then it goes to red. Now, after that, you can't measure anymore, and that's not good enough. You need to measure as much as it's going up to. So if it's going up to 20 and you've got 70 milligauss, well, that needs documenting on a proper device, because the K2 readers, like I say, are a lot older now. There needs to be, well, there are better devices where we can measure digitally the energy. So when you see ghost hunters with K2 readers, I wouldn't say that they're the best device, but I don't want to take anything away from what they're doing, because they probably only know the K2 reader when there's much better devices that we can use today in modern day society. So this is like my take on K2 readers. If there's a ghost hunter watching this and you don't like what I say, the only thing I can suggest is to get a better device where you can measure more. Now, what I found in the difference in devices, they're not consistent. One could go off and one could not go off, if that makes sense. So you could have a K2 reader going off, flickering, and this is picking up nothing. So that comes to me, it's either range or the reader's picking up on something. This isn't. I'm just using that as an example, by the way. But this should pick up everything: radiation, milligauss, electricity. I can switch over as well and switch in this device. So just let me show you, yeah? So that's obviously measuring two VMs, which is like positive electrons, really, which we know because that's my device in front of me. But I want to show you if that's all right, if there's no reflections. So that's basically what the screen looks like. So it's saying that you're in a good area. So just let me move across to radiation, I think. So that's radiation, UT. So that'll tell me how much radiation there is. So this is great for this device, can be multi-purpose, really. So if you go into Chernobyl, you would need one of these devices, hopefully, or a device of this nature where you can measure the radiation. And if that's going to red and starts beeping, you need to consider where you are. But again, equally, the ghost or poltergeist, I don't want to use the word ghost because it's not really a common term that I'm used to. I use the word entity usually if I'm talking like on a specific manner, because there is a difference between like ghosts and entities, because they represent two different things. But ghost is more of a generic term that everyone understands. Don't matter who you are, what your background is. The generic term ghost is something that's obviously got intelligence and it's got some kind of energy. And obviously with entities, it's a little bit different. So entities is at the same concept. They've got energy, they've got intelligence, but they've got more of a purpose than like say a ghost would do. But again, it's different if you're talking specifically about a poltergeist, because that's more, you're being more specific about what you're talking about. But they all should have some kind of signature, which is either milligauss, radiation, some kind of, us humans, we have DNA as our like kind of signature. But obviously ghosts don't have DNA, they have something else. They have to have something usually has to have some kind of signature of what it's about. So like I just explained, between the difference between DNA and milligauss or radiation. So that was just basically this kind of vlog on my experience between the devices that I use, this device specifically. I'll probably use this for a little bit longer, then I'll look for a better device, like a more modern one. So that's basically what I wanted to make this video about, and about the K2 readers, and about how old they are. They are going out now, and there's much better technology out than K2 readers. Now, obviously, I have seen videos of people just with a K2 reader and it's flashing and they think they've got a ghost. Well, there has to be a bit more than that, because there has to be intelligent replies back and forward. There has to be some kind of communication. That could be picking up anything in the house. It could be picking up anything. But the way this works usually is consistency. If there's no consistency with the reads, then you've got a suspicious read. If there's consistency constantly, then you know it's something generic. So if it goes up to like fucking 15, 16 milligauss, and it's staying there, then usually I'll give you an example now, but usually it's something generic, which is more or less something like a fucking microwave or something of that nature. However, if you're out and about and something's in the floor and it's just giving milligauss and no electrons, but it's at 16, think about it, yeah? This object is still and it can't move. I'm going to give you an example of this with a video in a minute. It can't move and it's obviously in the floor. There's no wires, there's nothing of any nature which is surrounding this object where you're just getting reads in one area. So I'm specifically talking about Arthur the doll here. So I'll give you an example of what this looks like. Right, so Arthur, you can usually hear him on the box, so the pin failed again. Obviously I couldn't get a pin that time, so... Who's that, Jay? One sec, let me show you something, yeah? So you know I'm not fucking making it up. So this is the puddle, yeah? That's on 0, hopefully you can see it. And then you come over here to the puddle, and it starts going up. It's gone on to red. Yeah, it's at me, Arthur, yeah? This is at you. Arthur and red. Hey, it's me, Arthur, yeah? This is at you. Arthur, I'm going to play Randonautica, and you can. I need a pin from you, yeah? Because obviously I'm not getting one up there, so I need a favour. That's 116.2 on a milligauss with a red. There's no electrons neither, so that tells you there's no positive electric feed. Arthur, can you hear me, yeah? So after the doll, that's the points I'm trying to make in this video, is the devices and K2 readers and how they work. And if something's flashing, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've got a ghost, or like I just explained, some kind of intelligent energy. But apart from that, really, that's my research, my take on what I've experienced, the devices that I've used in the past. K2 readers are a much generic thing that everybody likes to use. It's so easy to use now, and they are quite cheap now. They used to be really expensive, but that's more or less what I have to say about the K2 readers and about my research after 1,000 videos on YouTube. numerous locations, numerous experiences, and I like to give my knowledge into my channel where people can, you know, watch whatever. I try to stay away from TikTok when I do these kind of videos because it's just for my YouTube channel where I can vlog into it. I'd have as much time as I want, because on TikTok you're on 10-minute videos. On YouTube I can have more or less as long as I want. So this is my video basically for today. It's the last video of the month, and then we'll move on to York and Randy Nautica next month, where I try to build some kind of good card for March. So yeah, it's probably about 11 o'clock in the morning now, and I thought I'd just, you know, do this quick video about K2 readers and, you know, the gadgets basically that we use. And that's more or less it now. I'm not going to take any more of your time up. Like I say, thanks for watching this video. This is just more or less an information video, really, where I can put my points across. Not everybody will agree with with what I say, and that's fine. But my judgment comes from, I just mentioned, with all the videos that I've done, and what I prefer to use, like my preference, really. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Peace for now. What's going on over there, bro? Yeah, yeah. Oh shit, the car coming.
Right onto Branch Road.
Right, well, let me, is that what? I can't tell what's, oh, is it mist? I can't tell what that is. Like right in front of me there, it looks like mist or something. You see it on the camera, like the mist. Do you know what I mean? You get this on the night vision sometimes when it's misty. That looks like a lot of mist that. So I'm gonna put the tube on. In fact, it's getting really misty now, funny enough. Let's put the tube on. Well, you can see the mist. I move the torch away. It's just misty as fuck. Fucking hell, where's this mist just come? Oh, this mist is literally, it's just come out of fucking nowhere, man. It's probably from the river.
Regret.
Regret? Do you regret? Maybe someone killed themselves, I'm not sure, because that's usually what a good start when it says stuff like that.
Take the next left.
It says right, actually. It can't be this here, can it? Oh, shit. Oh shit. It's a bridge here, look. It's taking right to this fucking mist.
Turn left.
That's here. Turn left.
In a quarter of a mile.
Fuck's sake.
Head south.
Trying. I've got through about 1 billion puddles or what? How deep is this shit? Fucking hell. Is this the actual river or what? What I do for Randy Noitka? Fucking hell. Right, back on track now. With feet that are just absolutely soaked.
Take the next right.
Yeah.
High voltage sign, high voltage sign, high voltage sign.
Is it? Ah!